What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Infamous and fucking Money in the Bank 2017 has just concluded about probably 45 minutes ago. And me and Aaron are about to break this shit down and tell you our thoughts. Aaron, say what's up.
Shit was trash. What up, everybody? That shit was trash, garbage, booty hole
Uh,
juice, nigga.
the first match was the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. The first ever women's Money in the Bank ladder match.
You
It
should
had
say man.
Tamina, Becky Lynch, fuck, I was about to say James Ellsworth. Fucking
Might
Carmella,
as well.
Natalia, and Charlotte. The match was pretty solid for the women's first time, like, actually fighting in that shit. It looked painful, because you saw, like, a lot of them were, like, hesitant and shit when they were getting, like, slammed and hit with
I
ladders.
feel like they was scared.
They probably were. They like rehearsed that shit, but still, that shit had to be like nervous for them and shit. Uh, Fuck. Were there any like big spots in the match? The only shit I actually remember, Charlotte did like a corkscrew, like crossbody onto Natalia and Tamina on the outside. Um, there was other shit, but I don't remember it.
All I
And
know is James
basically,
Ellsworth
the
won the
ending
match.
was fucking okay. Becky Lynch is climbing up the ladder. Carmella's on the other side. Well, she power bombs Carmella from the like ring. I mean, not ring, from the rungs, and she's out. Becky's climbing, and fucking James Ellsworth jumps in the ring, tips the ladder over. Becky falls. This fucker's like, yo, fucking Carmella, get up, get up. She's, down on the fucking ring apron selling the shit. He takes it upon himself to climb up the damn ladder, grab the briefcase, drops it. Carmella catches it, and they ring the fucking bell.
Let's just
Uh,
sum up that.
Fucking,
Let me sum it up. I'm gonna sum up
alright.
the whole shebang. That shit was ass meat. The whole thing was done. That was the worst SmackDown pay-per-view I watched. I'm sorry, but it is. Raw
Um,
was eating. Last time I watched Raw was like shit. What was it? What was the last Raw pay-per-view before this
Extreme
SmackDown?
Rules.
Yeah, that shit was trash too.
Um, and then the refs over here like arguing with each other. There's three refs out there. Two of them are like fucking James Ellsworth. Yeah, Ellsworth wasn't even in the match. Then the senior ref is like, oh, that shit don't matter. It's no disqualification. So Carmella is the first ever Mrs. Money in the Bank, which she technically didn't win the shit because he never climbed up. And whoever booked this shit,
Hold on, real
fucking
quick.
Kevin Dunn.
My bad though. But shout out to OCS, the best show out there.
Oh yeah, we just like playing a one-on-one just for fun and shit. You are seeing the OCS like live arena right now.
Man,
But
we need
back
to have
to
a
this shit.
let's after this. Let's do an update video for this shit. Like a little update about OCS was coming new soon.
Alright. Alright, back to fucking Money in the Bank. Whoever booked this, fucking you dumbass Kevin Dunn.
That nigga need to
So
be fired.
like, how does that come into someone's mind? Like, okay, for the women's first Money in the Bank ladder match is gonna end in a fuck finish.
I
If,
was hoping somebody would have snatched that shit up, like when he dropped it.
yeah, like
If
somebody
somebody
would have
just would have
slid
just
in and
came in,
scooped
that
it.
bitch just that shit would have been cool. Cause like no, I mean I think it should have been restarted because no female actually won that. But it is what it is.
Yeah, fucking, like, okay, well, when was the first, like, Money in the Bank ladder match? Like, 05, 06? Somewhere around there. And imagine if, oh, I forgot who it was. It was like RVD. It was a whole bunch of, like, mid-carders and shit. Imagine if one of them had, somebody help them win that shit, and it was the first one. That shit would be trash. Let's see. Imagine one. I think the Miz was in one. It was when he was U.S. champion, and he actually won the shit, and he was carrying it around. Imagine if fucking Alex Riley just hopped up there, climbed the ladder, and got it down for the Miz, and then gave it to him. That shit would be trash. And fucking, as much as they want to talk about opportunity and shit on SmackDown, where the fuck was Daniel? I know Daniel Bryan's out, like, take care of his kid and whatever. But where the hell Shane over here coming out like, yo, okay, this is the first women's Money in the Bank ladder match. We're not gonna have this shit go out like that. Like, come on. That shit's dumb as shit. And that's not the, like, first match to end a fuck finish. So that was trash. The tag team match, it was a good ass tag team match. The Usos versus the New Day for the tag team titles. All like five of these guys are like good friends in real life, and it shows because their chemistry is like on point. Even fucking Xavier Woods with his little antics and shit. Aaron, you still don't really like the New Day, or you like them again?
I mean, I like them. I just feel like they should use Xavier Woods a little bit more. Like, I feel like he don't even wrestle anymore.
He only wrestles if, like, fucking say Kofi wrestled 1 week. He will, like, fill in for Kofi. Or, like, it's never just Xavier and Kofi. I mean, yeah, Xavier and fucking Kofi. It's always, like, a pairing of Big E. He's always gotta be in there. But when Xavier does wrestle, he can fucking go. He's pretty good. So the match kicked off, it was going back and forth. At one point, when they started targeting Kofi's leg with that fucking shit that looks like they just, like, cracked this man's ankle and shit, I thought it was done right there. It's like, damn, he gonna tap. And then it went on for, like, a little bit longer. New Day almost won with their, what's their finisher called? Fucking Midnight Hour.
I forgot.
Yeah, Midnight Hour, where Kofi jumps off the top rope, Biggie has him in, like, the big ending, position. 1, 2, and I think it was Jay, pulled his brother out, and they just walked out. Gets counted out, New Day wins by count out, and everybody in the fucking party we were in, and the fans and shit were like, what the fuck? Another shitty ass ending to a good match. Like, how the fuck are their ratings supposed to go up when
I feel like every ending on that pay-per-view ended so stupid. Like, it was just dumb how they end every fucking match.
Like, almost every match ended in some shitty finish. Yeah, so I guess the Uso New Day rivalry is gonna continue. What happened after that? There wasn't a match. Apparently, I was about to say Maurice. Fucking Maria Kanellis, if you guys remember her from, like, the early 2000s era. She's back, and if you don't follow, like, indies like Ring of Honor and shit, she got married to this dude called Mike Bennett, who's a wrestler and shit. He was in the original Kingdom with Adam Cole and Matt Taven, and then they split up, and he went to TNA. He had some shitty miracle gimmick. He was basically Bobby Roode of fucking TNA, and then he left, and now he's in WWE. And instead of him going to NXT and shit, which I thought he was going to, they put him on SmackDown. And I guess just because Maria's his wife, so there's that name recognition. But he's calling himself Mike Kanellis instead of being Mike Bennett. So yeah, there's that. And they just came out with some love bullshit gimmick. So yeah, I'm gonna see how that goes. But it was basically a waste of time just so they could get on TV. Aaron, what'd you think of that shit?
Ass.
Alright then.
I like Maria though, or whatever her name is.
Remember she
Even
was
though
like she was with Santino, she did that like Playboy shit, and then like he was mad because she did and all that shit. Fuck, what else happened after that? If I'm not mistaken, it was time for the women's title match, Naomi versus Lana for the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Oh shit.
What? You didn't think I had that shit?
Nah, I wasn't even right. That shit came out of nowhere. Like, it was not out of nowhere, but that was a good move though.
No, Naomi came out, did her fucking thing. I'm mad she don't twerk no more. When she first like came out doing that entrance and shit, she used to twerk on the ramp. And I guess they told her to stop doing that shit because we got kids watching. And then Lana came out in her, I don't even know what Lana's gimmick is. It's just like, she's just there. I guess she's supposed to be some dancer or some shit. But yeah, that's, I don't know. I don't know what her gimmick is. And it's funny, she got a title shot with
I missed the twerking.
Yeah, I swear they told her to stop doing that shit. So yeah, the match, it started off kind of slow. I mean, Lana is still like new. She's been training in NXT on house shows and shit. So she wasn't that bad. Like, she wasn't that bad like Eva Marie, where she was just like trash as fuck. But it was kind of sloppy. There was some slow points. At one point, Carmella and James Ellsworthless fucking came out, and Carmella like faked like she was gonna cash in, and he was like, no, I'll wait. And then that kind of distracted Lana. She went to go beat on Naomi some more. Naomi locked her in whatever submission that shit is. It pretty cool. It's like she's wrapped up in kind of the Rings of Saturn, but like a female version. Lana taps, and then there's just a stare down between Naomi and Carmella. The match was okay. It was kind of sloppy. Oh, and what did you think of it?
What you said?
About the Lana and Naomi match.
Yeah, I left the room for like 30 minutes.
Alright then. Then we had get out of this shit. Then we had a Fashion File segment with Breezango, aka the Fashion Police, which, if they're gonna keep on doing this shit, just call them the fucking Fashion Police. Fucking Fandango and Tyler Breeze. Got two goddamn nicknames for these dudes. So yeah, they have like this old ass like footage of them being like in fucking Miami Vice. And what's his face brings in a VCR, and he's like, oh, we got some evidence, and they put it on this old ass like 1990s early 2000s TV with a VCR player, and they played a video. It's basically the Ascension calling them out for a match, And why this shit wasn't on the pre-show, I don't know. Cause I forgot who. I don't even know who won this match. Cause I walked out to get some food, and I was like, I'll be back when the fucking Money in the Bank match starts. But that shit.
Fandango and that homo.
Fandango. So yeah, this should have been on the pre-show instead of Mojo Rawley and fucking Zack Ryder versus Primo and Epico, the Puerto Ricans. Oh shit!
I don't know how I missed.
That was raw as fuck. Like I said, I didn't really see the match. Aaron said the Fashion Police won. And then we get to the Money in the Bank ladder match. AJ Styles, Baron Corbin, Shinsuke Nakamura, Dolph Ziggler, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn. Which Aaron, I forgot what Aaron called this man.
Oh shit, that's the filler, man.
Yeah,
he just fills in shit
because like Sami Zayn's always losing shit. But that is true. He hasn't got a big win.
He be right there, and then
like his
like,
only big win was against
you gotta
Baron
be quicker
Corbin.
than that.
And it wasn't like that big of a victory. And then like the way they have this man portrayed when he's like backstage with like other main event guys, he acts all like weird and shit. Like the way they got his character is stupid as fuck. He's almost like a Bailey-esque fucking, like the male version of Bailey and shit. But yeah, the match started off. Everybody got out of the ring to get a ladder. They start brawling. AJ takes a crazy ass bump on a ladder that Baron Corbin had set up between the ring and the announcement table. He like choke slams him on that shit. Later on in the match, AJ Styles is about to be powerbombed through a ladder, thanks to Kevin Owens. He reverses that shit into like
blackout. It's over.
An AA, and that shit.
The referee retarded.
Oh, let's get it. I barely hit that shit. Another like highlight of the match. This man AJ. Had the ladder pulled from under him by Dolph Ziggler, and like he was just dangling there for at least like 2 minutes, and he was like just trying to climb up like the chain that was on the briefcase, and then he finally fell and he like face planted. That shit had hurt.
He might have a concussion, man. He hit hard as shit.
Yeah, that shit was painful as fuck.
Yeah, he hit that shit. Like I saw him trying to stop it, like put his hands in front of him.
Yeah.
But it was too late. Like he hit it real hard. So I hope
he's okay. And then there was one point. Oh, I forgot to mention this shit. Fucking Shinsuke Nakamura gets taken out during his entrance. He's doing like his whole little shit, and they got the little strobe lights going on. Baron Corbin comes from behind this man, beats the crap out of him, basically knocks him out with a camera that he took from the cameraman. So it's basically just 5 guys now, and they're all fighting. Everybody had like, you know, their little dominant shit. Baron Corbin was beating the fuck out of people. Sami Zayn at one point was like killing people, slamming them on ladders. He hit like the Haluva kick on Baron Corbin. You know, everybody had their usual like spots where they just beat the fuck out of people. At the end, well, not at the end, like towards the end, Shinsuke comes out, and he's just going crazy on everybody. He hits a Kinshasa on everybody in the match. He takes out Kevin Owens, Baron Corbin, Sami Zayn, and then AJ finally gets in the ring. And they're both about to climb up the ladder, and they're like, nah, fuck this shit, we about to scrap. They both put the ladder to the side, and then for a good 2-3 minutes, they're over here like scrapping, throwing fists, throwing elbows. AJ does that little like strike combination where he hits you, kicks you, does like a spinning back fist. Shinsuke countered that shit, flipped him over for that suplex. And then he went for the Kinshasa, and AJ like popped
somebody
up.
calling me.
Alright. AJ popped up and hit him with a phenomenal forearm, and then the crowd was just going crazy. So, they're about to have AJ versus Shinsuke one-on-one in the future. Hopefully, they'll be at WrestleMania.
I'm sorry, I'm back.
It's great. What did you think of like that square off between AJ and Shinsuke?
Yeah, it was cool, man. Like, I seen them fight in New Japan. Like, I watched that, and that was an epic match.
For all of the people that never watched New Japan, you should like watch that shit. It's coming to the United States, I think, like sometime this year. They're gonna have a show. But yeah, if you never seen that shit, just YouTube AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura in New Japan. It was at one of the Wrestle Kingdoms, I think. So yeah, they squared off, and like the shit ended with like both of them knocked out in the middle of the ring. Eventually they both got to their feet. They climbed up the ladder. Oh shit. They climbed up the ladder.
It's over.
And Baron Corbin comes in and knocks the ladder over. Oh, my shit's lagging. My damn. Like right when I was trying to kick out, this shit started lagging. But Baron Corbin tips the ladder over, runs in, and climbs up the ladder, and now he's Mr. Money in the Bank. No big spot, no nothing. Just, you know, tip the ladder over, climb up. Yeah, I'm Mr. Money in the Bank. Overall, it was probably one of the weakest Money in the Banks that they've ever
No, that was
ever had.
My fault.
And that's saying a lot, since they had one Money in the Bank where it was like, I think it was in 2012. It was like Chris Jericho, Kane, fucking The Miz, Big Show, and John Cena, and that shit just sounds trash, because that's basically a shit ton of like veterans in a Money in the Bank ladder match. Like, really, no young talent. And I forgot who won it. I think John Cena won it. That might have been the year he failed at cashing in Money in the Bank. Which they don't even fucking acknowledge that shit. On commentary, JBL was like, there's only one other guy to fail at cashing in Money in the Bank. And I guess they're talking about Damien Sandow, because like, I guess in the history books, they don't count that shit as John Cena losing his Money in the Bank. Who he cashed in? I think he cashed in on CM Punk. Yeah, he might have cashed in on CM Punk and lost. Maybe. I can't remember. But yeah, this is probably one of the worst Money in the Bank, not just ladder matches, but pay-per-views in general. And it might be one of the worst pay-per-views for the fucking year of 2017. And what do you think?
It was really bad. That shit was horrible. I don't even like the show. Like, I fuck with SmackDown, but this was a really bad pay-per-view.
Oh, I forgot.
Really
fucking the WWE World Title match. Well, yeah, WWE title match. Jinder Mahal versus Randy Orton. You know, fucking Randy had like his dad. I forgot that guy's name, that his finisher was the claw. They had, what's his face? Curtis Axel's grandfather in the crowd. And they had Ric Flair and Sergeant Slaughter. And they were all out there to support Randy Orton. And Jinder Mahal comes out, you know, with that scarf over, not only over his head, but he's wearing that shit over his face now. So he's not doing himself any favors by looking like a goddamn terrorist. Not only that, this fucker had a huge ass zit on his back. And that's around those damn steroids this man's taking. I don't give a shit what you say about if it was your diet that got you into that shape. Go look at this man back when he first came back and he was on like Raw, I think it was. I think he came back to fucking beat up Heath Slater when they were doing that whole Heath Slater used the contract shit. This man looked nowhere near like that. And then towards like WrestleMania, this man like just randomly came out, I think, and he was huge as shit. So you can't tell me that man's not on steroids. And he has a shit ton of like acne and fucking apparently that comes from when you're on steroids and shit. So this man has a shit ton of chest and back acne, and that shit is all over the place. So the match basically went how it went at, what's the pay-per-view? I think it was No Mercy. Not fucking No Mercy, Backlash, which was like the earlier pay-per-view before Extreme Rules for SmackDown. And it basically went how their first match went. Randy Orton got distracted, beat the shit out of the Singh brothers because the Singh brothers like put their hands on his dad, so he went crazy and shit. Damn. He went crazy and shit. He beat the fuck out of him. He RKO'd one of them through the announcement table. He jumped from the first one, RKO'd him through the second. And Jinder Mahal got in the ring. They both, like, Orton was about to hit him with the RKO. Mahal, like, hit him in the leg, which that was the focus point of this match. Orton's leg was being worked over. Hit him with that Cobra Clutch slam shit, and Orton loses, which I thought he would, because nobody wins in their hometown. So yeah, dumbass WWE logic. And then they had
CM
the Money in
Punk
the Bank
did.
close out. Oh yeah, CM Punk did win in his hometown. Fucking. So yeah, there was gonna be no cash in tonight, cause they didn't close out the show. The Money in the Bank ladder match did, which I figured they would, cause nobody gives a shit about this Jinder Mahal, Randy Orton storyline. People are bored of Randy Orton. People don't give a shit about Jinder Mahal. He's this there, like, he's only had one match since he won the championship. I forgot who he fought. Oh, he fought Mojo Rawley. And
And took a L.
match. No, Mojo Rawley lost.
Could have sworn he won.
Nah, if he won, he would have gotten the Money in the Bank ladder match.
Wow.
So yeah, he's only had one match since being back, and basically the only reason they have the title on this man is to promote him in India as like the star when they go over there, because before the match came on, they were showing like all these like videos of Jinder Mahal making the news in India of like him becoming world champion and all that shit. So after all that shit's done, he'll probably be back to being a mid-carder / jobber, because John Cena's coming back on the 4th. And what way to get John Cena his 17th title reign? By having him beat the fucking un-American champion who hates being here and all that shit. By having the good old American hero John Cena come back and beat his ass for the title. So yeah, that's basically it. Fucking Money in the Bank ended, pretty shittily. Well, shittily is not a word. Pretty shitty, actually. Aaron,
That shit was
final
horrible.
thoughts.
Horrible.
What would you rate it from an A to a D?
D plus.
Damn, that's like a 60 something below. But
If
yeah,
endings
that
was
was
better,
like,
then
yeah,
I
the
say I
endings
give it
like
better.
just didn't make any sense. The first match, fuck finish. The second match, incomplete. The only match that really had endings were the women's, the fucking Breezango match, which nobody cared about, and the Money in the Bank, which had an anticlimactic finish. Which, go back to that, there wasn't really any like high spots. Like the only thing that somebody did was Sami Zayn did like a sunset flip powerbomb to, it might have been Dolph Ziggler. He did like a sunset flip powerbomb off the ladder, well, over the ladder, and took out Ziggler, and that was like the only like high spot shit they actually did in the match. It was kind of boring actually. But yeah, those are our thoughts on fucking Money in the Bank. The shit gets a D from me, a D plus, man. But yeah, that was Money in the Bank 2017. We're probably gonna do more of these shits actually for pay-per-views coming up. And anyway, we are out. Peace.
Peace.